Jurassic Sanctuary is home to a wide variety of dinosaur species. There are many dinosaurs that are very well known to most people, such as the Apatosaurus, the Stegosaurus, and the mighty Tyrannosaurus Rex. But there are other dinosaurs that are a bit more obscure. This is Mia, and she is a Mononychus. Mononychus are members of the Alvarezsauridae family, and they are known for having a very unique feature. They only have one claw on each hand, and they use their claws to dig for insects that are underground, in logs, and even in termite mounds. It appears that Mia has caught the scent of another dinosaur that seems to be approaching. This is a Dilophosaurus. It may appear as somewhat docile, but make no mistake, this is one of the most ferocious predators on the island. Mia runs off to hide herself. With the Dilophosaurus on her trail, Mia's fate is sealed. But before the Dilophosaurus gets any step closer to Mia, she hears the distant roar of a larger carnivore. Not wanting to face the larger predator, the Dilophosaurus makes a hasty retreat. But there was no large predator. It was Mia who was making those sounds this whole time, as Mononychus have the amazing ability to mimic the calls of other dinosaurs in order to scare away predators. However, this ability does have a tendency to backfire on them. Mia's calls seem to have attracted this Carnotaurus, which is what she was mimicking. We move away from the plains and into this lush, tranquil jungle, where we can see some more of these strange creatures. Like this Concavenator. Concavenator was a medium-sized theropod dinosaur that was related to other dinosaurs, such as Acrocanthosaurus and Carcharodontosaurus. What makes Concavenator so unique is the large hump on its back, which it uses for sexual display. This male is in search for a female, as it is the mating season for Concavenators. Nearby is a female Concavenator who is taking an afternoon nap. But she is awoken by the male's mating calls, so she goes over to investigate. Now that the male has brought the female over to him, he can now begin his courtship display. First, he shows off his hump, as female Concavenators are attracted to males that have vibrant colored humps. Then the male crouches low to the ground and sticks his tail straight up in the air to show off the brightly colored patterns on his tail. And he also wags his tail from side to side. And finally, the male Concavenator does his mating calls. The male's mating calls may sound intimidating to us, but to a female Concavenator, it's like saying, "I love you." It seems that the female has made her decision. The female Concavenator has accepted this male to be her mate, and it doesn't look like they'll be leaving each other's side anytime soon, as Concavenators mate for life. About a quarter-mile away from the edge of the jungle, and we see some more unusual creatures. This is a tapejara, a type of flying reptile called a pterosaur. And it seems this one wants to join some other pterosaurs who are feeding on a dead fish. This flock of scavengers is comprised of a Rhamphorhynchus, a Dimorphodon, and a pair of Pteranodons. It looks a bit crowded for the Tapejara, and it looks like he'll have to muscle his way in order to get access to the spoils. Contrary to popular belief, pterosaurs are not dinosaurs. What separates pterosaurs from dinosaurs, other than the fact that they can fly, is that dinosaurs have a hole in their hip socket and a crest on their upper arm bone, while pterosaurs don't have them. But unfortunately for the pterosaurs, lunch has been cancelled. As a Baryonyx has returned to reclaim her kill. Although flying is a great way to evade predators, it's also great for getting a bird's eye view of the island. Jurassic Sanctuary truly is a wonderful prehistoric paradise.